Colin may have ignored Penn's feelings for a long time since the show started, but it's a different case for Luke and Nicola in real life. But what's even crazier is that the attraction between the cast, Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlan, is even more insane. And we will show you the signs and footage that suggest they are meant for each other in real life. Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlan have started to receive more attention regarding their real-life chemistry, and it isn't just because they are seen promoting their season 3 love story, but because they have it in them long before now. These two are so in love as they've been best friends for so long, and their chemistry gets even more intense every time they step out.
Colin is definitely in his feelings about something.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, they are talking about Poland because they are as obsessed with the couple as the fans are, and they got the chance to react to the trailer in a live video. But then the cast looks even more obsessed with each other because of how cozy they are with themselves in the interview. And the way Nicola used Luke as an armrest gives the vibe of a sweet and lovely relationship. Luke also leaned into her as well. The sitting posture alone tells a lot, as the sitting arrangement is undeniable.
Do you have a kiss mark?
That's me, that's me.
I'll take it.
That's
I like it.
I didn't want to dare try it.
Okay. I won't kiss anyone else.
Okay, we get it, Nicola. No wonder they were kissing each other for practice while on the set of Bridgerton.
I was counting, but did you catch how many times Colin looked at Penelope longingly in the 2.5 minutes of the trailer?
Even the subtle looks Nicola is throwing at Luke are getting him distracted.
I feel like we're very similar in that we conduct ourselves the same way on set, and we're very giving. We work the same way. I'm not talking about those scenes. I'm talking about...
Now, that's intense. Luke and Nicola are on Australia's national TV and still can't get the wild things out of their minds. And being able to comfortably joke like that on such a platform tells you why they both make sense together if they were lovers in real life. While still in Australia, in another location, Luke and Nicola are each other's comedic relief because it takes time to focus on the promo they are there for. But then, there are more about these two that will really blow your mind as we advance into more of their romantic aura.
What did you do to build the chemistry? I'm like, well, we just stopped repressing it.
Nicola was confessing right there. They never needed to build up the chemistry between them as it has always been there. Instead, they had to tone it down. That must have been crazy.
And is it true you guys broke some furniture in the process?
Yeah, hell yeah, we did.
And then that ended up in a piece of furniture getting broken.
Interestingly, that's one of the insane things that could happen while filming a spicy scene. But then Luke and Nicola got a little chance to improvise a scene to their comfort, and they decided to break a piece of furniture while at it. That says a lot about why these two might need to drop their friendship acts and face the truth.
You know, you can't keep a good girl down. Yeah.
That reaction from Luke means he knows Nicola better than anyone else.
I have been practicing the art of the swoon for tonight's event.
Right. He's got strong arms, he'll get you.
Thank you.
Oh, Nicola, he must have held you 1,000 times to recommend his strong arms. Funnily enough, this footage you are seeing right now is strong evidence of how they fight, the chemistry between them, because Luke was trying so hard to keep himself together.
They ended up being really fun and really liberating.
But after that, it's kind of liberating.
They even use the exact words when they get interviewed separately, and the way they are in sync is excellent.
Oh, she's listening now.
Oh, stop it. Nicola couldn't even stay apart for too long before coming back to tease Luke, and the things she joked with him about are more than friendship material, and we are here for it. As Luke and Nicola kept going for more promo events, fans kept seeing more of the attraction between them, and many are now asking if they are currently dating. And you won't believe what happened in one of their recent photo shoots.
Oh no!
Notice how he is shaking his leg and he calms down as soon as she touches him. Then a second look at how her hands rubbed on his shirt was so sensational as they both felt it, and the people in the background couldn't help but blush. And you can already tell that the pictures from this were so beautiful. Also, more reasons why Nicola and Luke are meant to be together aren't just in how they talk or speak each other's love languages, but also in their subtle touches and meaningful glances. Their eyes and body language always betray them whenever they try to keep it together. The way Nick stared right into Luke's eyes was so warming and teasing. And when he stares right back at her, it's heavenly, and they are making it so hard for fans not to ship them. No, Nick, that's just too much. Those beaming smiles are too bright for someone you call a friend. Another look at the cast making a press round with media houses exposes that Luke can't get enough of Nicola, and that's okay. Their chemistry is totally off the charts, and everyone can feel it as he gives her a "that's my girl" look. During their live interview, he was sneaking a look at her again and quickly readjusted after realizing they were live. Their passion has exceeded Bridgerton's limit. It's now too real, and the fans can't get enough. There's nothing cuter than how he grabbed her hands as they continued their promotional tour in Bowral, Australia. This man is intentional about his attention to detail, and Nicola is glad to be doing this with him. As she said in an interview, she did well filming every steamy session in Bridgerton because Luke makes her comfortable.
Who has been your ride or die throughout this entire thing?
It's been Luke Newton. He's been so amazing. He's really sad he's not here, and I'm really sad he's not here. He's doing amazing.
And when Luke also needs to be reassured if nervous, Nicola knows precisely what to do as the hands touching are so pleasing to see. Luke confirmed how calming Nicola was to him when he said,
"What's your favourite thing about working with Nicola?" There's just so many things. Probably as a whole, her positivity. She's such an energy source that everyone around her just feels fueled with energy as well.
What makes people so in love and perfect for each other doesn't just stop at the chemistry, it goes beyond that to emotional and physical support. Luke never wanted to climb that stage unless Nicola was right with him, which is a huge green flag that they can't do without each other. Even on the red carpet, they check on each other as Nicola asks him if he's all right, and the way they both laughed right after is so cheesy. Interestingly enough, you will be surprised at what makes these two so alike and what makes them have such fantastic chemistry. When they joined Bridgerton in season 1, they never knew a day would come when they would break furniture while filming spicy scenes. At the time, Nicola said, "Luke and I read the books at the beginning of season 1 and it was funny to us. We were like, imagine if we have to kiss and do this." And then season 3 came on and we were like, oh God. And then it's like, it's my friend. I have to kiss my friend. Now that they have overcome the kissing phobia, they can't get enough of it with how they were reportedly kissing off screen in preparation for their roles. As we dive deeper into their journey, you will be fascinated at how far these two have come and why they make sense together. That's an image of them when they got cast as Penn and Colin in 2019. Then, fans got a sneak peek at them through Nicola's Instagram just before season 1 dropped. After fans saw their performances and Penn's built-up crush on Colin in the show, they were already very interested in this fantastic duo. So, as soon as season 2 started filming, fans saw another cozy picture of them together. Poland started becoming popular, and some fans even initiated Poland's Week to celebrate them, while Nicola and Luke kept serving their romantic vibes. Sadly, Poland didn't end well in season 2, but there was still hope for the fans as soon as season 3 was announced as theirs, and the chemistry between the cast started becoming even more intense. They started their announcement interviews for season 3 by talking about how they would film the steamy scenes, and they both showed up to the meeting looking like the world's best couple. When this image was taken, they were already confident in their main character's energy and better strategies for nailing the spicy moments in the show. In a glowing picture of them released in October 2022, they announced they have been busy filming on set. Now, when they aren't on the set of Bridgerton, they even look more like a couple, as this picture shows how Nicola came to support Luke at a recent theater performance. With every season, Bridgerton fans get to enjoy love stories unfold right in their eyes. But then, just like Nicola and Luke, other cast from the previous seasons have also shown fantastic chemistry, which makes Bridgerton's stories so different from other romantic shows. For Daphne and Simon's season, their relationship and how it gradually progressed in the show was a crazy one that everyone could feel right in their heart. However, the chemistry between Phoebe Denevor and Regé-Jean Page off-screen is less intense than that of Nicola and Luke. Unlike Nicola, who did the spicy scenes based based on their own terms, Paige and Phoebe had a distinct way of going about theirs.
Have a choreography. And what this does is it opens you up and allows you to do your work easier than you could if you're left to your own devices and just improvising, which is nuts.
Interestingly, Phoebe also confirmed the same thing in her own words.
Between getting that right. So everything was really planned. I mean, from where, I put my hand to where Reggae put his hand.
And you won't believe what Jonathan Bailey, who plays Anthony, had to say about his spicy scenes with Simone Ashley, who portrays Kate.
So actually, the answer is pretty boringly, is that it's just like another scene. It's just like another scene. Yeah, and we know.
No, Jonathan, it didn't look like just another scene to the fans because many viewers still can't get over the crazy things between Anthony and Kate in the show, just like it was all revealed in our other video about you two being unbearably obvious. Even for the spin-off series, Queen Charlotte, the cast, India Rhea Amartefio, and Corey Milcreast, who plays the Queen and King, mentioned that everything they did was mapped out, and they followed the script thoroughly without adding or removing anything. But then there's Nicola and Luke, who refused to stop going while filming their private scene, even though the director yelled "cut" multiple times.
They actually called cut and we couldn't hear them. So they were looking at us in the monitors being like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? And the director had to come over and be like, what were you doing? Don't you stop?
I think the last stop was like, stop! Yeah.
That shows they are beyond colleagues on set and perfectly fit each other, as Bridgerton might be a stepping stone in their real-life romantic pursuits.
But Luke and I actually had a lot of say in what we wanted to do, and we kind of had ideas about how we wanted things to play out, which was great because we really felt like we were in control.
Nicola and Luke just kicked out the choreography and said it's time for the viewers to see them in control, and it's worth it. They had protection on set though, as Nicola explained. Luke and I talked about it a lot. We had a spicy act coordinator, but it's not maybe how people imagine. It's not like a dance routine. You put your hand here, you kiss for 2 seconds, you pull away. We had a lot of freedom. Although the cast is incomparable, they all have something in common: their trust, understanding, and respect for their on-screen partners while shooting all those delicate scenes.
In real life, would you support friends becoming lovers?
I would support friends. I feel like it's not something that I have in my, that I resonate with, that I've experienced. But if my friends wanted to explore a relationship with one of their friends, go for it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Please, Luke, you are already experiencing it or practicing getting there because the clues are everywhere. Everyone can see how you and Nicola feel about each other, and it's even better than Penn and Collins.
We love you.
Oh, thank you. Everything about them both has been giving it away that Nicola is meant to be a thing, because a picture of them both on the phone case is such a discovery. And their similarities are something fans won't get over anytime soon, as another footage of the two friends shows them trying to disguise themselves as they quietly leave Australia to continue their promotional tour. Also, there's something just so sweet about how Colin looks like he has Nicola's back in there that's so unique and rare to see from co-stars traveling together. Of course, fans are now seeing more of them because they are in their season, but their real-life chemistry goes beyond PR for Bridgerton, as you've seen so far. These two have been waiting to throw their intense real-life chemistry in the fans' faces. Even people in relationships don't flaunt as much as they do, but Nicola and Luke are very different. So that could mean they are both experiencing the highest form of friendship anyone can reach, or they are just made for each other like their characters in the show.